not have some teams breathing down on you right away. That's going to be really essential for a map like this.
I'm looking at the drops right now, and it's looking pretty evenly spread. We saw a couple of games yesterday, as you mentioned, had a couple of multiple teams on Sosnovka Island, and, well, that's just what you get when you get terrible plane paths. And ultimately, I just really hope that today is a little smoother. I think a lot of these teams are hoping that today is a little smoother. It's nice to end off the day with some more straightforward circles, some more straightforward games. And this plane path is certainly one to start it off on. I'm not seeing any sort of contested drops at this point. Everyone's just getting their vehicles. It's pretty par for the course right now.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of saw there with that map stream. Exodus was dropping Sosnovka. It was their drop for all 3 Erangel matches last game as well. It worked well for them yesterday. They did take victory there in that first as well, but as we wait for the circle to start to move and pop, we're going to see how it's just going to go right for it there on Fabled.
Got to deal some damage, got to give some pressure. As a headshot to start it off as well, it's going to deal damage to the armor, which might benefit them later on. Pentalol goes down for wildcard, the first casualty of the game. Not seeing exactly where that was, but still wildcard.
And covering, and that means that these teams have to think about it differently. They're going to play the ridge lines. They're going to play the layouts, and that's where some of them are going to falter here. Ooh! Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Oh, this is a very aggressive push by Team Clubus. I was saying they needed to find something. I don't know if this is what they were wanting. It looked like a promising start. They actually run Envisions up against the wall, split them in two. But the rest of Fable, they were able to adjust accordingly. And I don't think they're going to be able to get their teammate up without a scratch. He's trying to crawl out in the smoke because other teams are trying to third party this. They saw the chaos and said, hey, those are potentially some free kills. It's some of the most enjoyable to play around. It's just unfortunate that you don't see it that much because it is so far towards the water. And now you can see everyone is scrambling to get their way in. McCoy does pick up a kill onto Fudge in the meantime. And they're going to really appreciate that because the opportunities for kills later on might not come so cleanly.
No, and I mean, as we saw when we had the map view, and we can see right here, everybody is in a vehicle. Everybody's rotating. We don't have a full squad in one car. Sometimes we call that clown carting because that is high risk. Somebody could blow up the car, take out your whole team in a blink of an eye, but looks like right now, shoot to kill, greatly set up for this is Purdy Curdy. He's going to knock and flush out Crop, and uh-oh. Reno caught out as well, as that's 2 players down for Dodge, caught out on this rotation. They're trying to take up this hill, but look, Livid waiting for them here as well. With so much water into play, that means with the 15 teams still up, what is left to grab is going to be very limiting.
That rotation there is a perfect example of how important timing can be. STK arrived at that position that they were to take out Dodge moments before Dodge went past, and STK, they're an incredibly aggressive team. They took their opportunity, and now Dodge are going to have to play with 2. I like the positions that they're at, but it is really hard to control when you're down 2 men, and you already see a couple of teams shooting at them. I believe that's Exodus down to the south of them.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very central part of the zone right now, but you're right. 2 players. This is a more difficult place to hold. It's a very popular place, but there's still a chance that the circle will pull off, and that's going to make it a little bit open here. But, ooh, Zenith right now in combat with hard shifts. That's right. Seeing some throwables come out from Lobes and Maluku, I think, are just trying to pull back from this.
Exactly where it was, but Elusive, they weren't happy with their position. But now here comes Radiance, and they come directly into Dodge, who stalled them out just enough for Livid to actually deal the damage to it. Los goes down, and the rest of Radiance, they're just pushing over. They know they need this position because they are sandwiched between 2 separate squads. I like this rotation by Finna, going up and taking the high ground. When you're playing as 2, going into a little bit of a guerrilla tactic situation might be the best play, but McCoy does spot out Finna momentarily. I don't know if that nade was on purpose from Waldo. Takes Los out of there, and I'm pretty sure that doesn't steal the kill, so ultimately, it's just a mistake.
No, and really good mollies here from Monty as well. This is going to keep pushing pressure on Radiant as McCoy tries to take a move on it, but Finna really with a perfect angle here. They have no choice but to play this as Livid continue to third party as well onto Radiance, but Dodge right now, I think, like you said, they had to hold this, making sure that it's going to blow up with very minimal time to react. He's going to catch Waldo, gets the knock, finds the flush. Oh, Radiance, this is not going well for you right now.
Oh, and actually, here comes Livid. They want in on this action. They don't want all these kills to go in the way of Dodge. And so you can see them slowly crawling up that hill. It is just Batty in the smoke. Amali comes in, and he's forced away. But Livid, what are they going to do? They're going to throw their own nades over. They know that Finn is a little bit of a pocket of his own. That nade just barely misses him. Batty does go down by Monty. That's going to be Radiance out in 15th place. What looked to be a smart rotation cut off at the tendons. And now what is Finn going to do? They have to be aware of Livid.
DMR, but as time wasted, low on HP, Livid is knocking at the door, and they've just got to take this fight. Is Monty trying to offer some support, but here we go.
Ooh, nice grenade by Monty, but I think it goes just a little bit too far. He is down soon, but Finn is going down, and now Monty's looking at 1v2. We've seen some great shots from him, but it's not going to work out. Dodge is going to go out in 13th place just moments after Fabled gets removed by, or no, was it from every single Barbarian that they find in their way. Unfortunately, Zenith aren't going down without a fair fight. Already a nade. That second one goes a little bit too far. Can Soup get the revive onto Caden? Later in the meantime, he's healing up for his own self. And this is a nice ridge that they're hiding behind. Might be a little too vulnerable for nades. But there it is. The revive onto Caden is going.
Oh, and here comes Elusive.
Attack still up the north.
Yeah, I mean, right as Shoot to Kill, a little focused on Livid, we see Elusive starting to push out from their compound, try to take advantage of this. It's going to split STK's attention just a bit, but they're still able to get those knocks back down. Zenith won one player. This looks like nades out from Luke 12. Shoot to Kill loves those throwables, and look at that. It is a hellscape, and Zenith going out in 12th.
Some of the nades from Livid or Zenith, or I don't know, that seem to just barely missed, but unfortunately, STK are going to have to leave Luke. They recognize that the pressure from Livid is way too strong, but look at that pullback. Pretty Curry is able to catch Soup, so focused on getting the kill, and now set on fire.
Alo
goes strong. Lost a couple of the teammates, but STK are going to stay as 3. Just the teamwork there, able to, the footsie game with the opposing. That is, if the Comets don't harass them too much. Because the Comets have to get into the circle themselves, remember.
Yeah, and I mean, we can kind of see just a bit of a split there from the Sonics. He's trying to gain information, but whoa, looks like Shoot to Kill spotting out Vegas, but they're gonna go out. Exodus cleaning this up from downtown. Taylor K-Pats. And I think they might get this res up on Vegas. Oh, Shoot to Kill, what is going on with you guys today?
Listen, for all of the successful aggressive maneuvers that they have, sometimes they don't always work out, but this is going to be another every single game. I feel like for STK, they go out early, but they get a good number of kills, and if it works for them, it works for them, and it's certainly great to watch, so you can't fault it. And honestly, moving from their position that they were into this circle, I get why they wanted to make that sort of wide rotation. Perhaps they didn't see Vegas, they only spotted him at the last second to run him over, and the hold that Exodus had was incredibly strong. We know how good of shots that team is as well, so they didn't give any slack for STK. But here the Comets are going to be moving up. They cross the road, but they're going to be putting themselves in between not just the Sonics, but Oath, who have been following them
Oath
for the past couple
ready
of
for
minutes.
This. I mean, we've been watching Relo and Snakers continue to watch this ridgeline. They know that Yaxley and Victory here. They're trying to catch them off. However, it looks like Sonics found out by Comets as well as Sub-Zero getting a knock-on win. Finish on Shrimsy. There goes another finish. More points picked up by Sub-Zero. 3 kills so far for the Comets, but we just hold on to this a little bit longer and prevent being caught off guard by Oath is, finding out Elusive as well. I mean, this is a point spree, but again, we talked about it. Tunnel vision. They fall to it pretty easily. They need to be really careful about Oath coming in from their south.
I wouldn't be surprised if Oath avoid it. Wolf really likes to lead his team in a slow fashion. It was actually touched on by Poro just the previous match, that they're very, very patient. And, well, one of the downsides of that is they don't take opportunities like this one to really punish Comets for that. But let's see what Profi can do. He's laying down some Molotov, laying down some smoke, trying to limit the aggressive maneuvers, possibilities by the Comets. He also wants to get into the circle himself, but he's getting shot from multiple directions, from the inside of the circle, from outside of the circle. It's not looking good for Profi and the rest of the Sonics.
No, and I think some of these bullets might just be left over as well from the Elusive Exodus fight that's going off just to the west of here. But, Profi, that is dirty. But Victor accidentally taking himself out. He had a named primed. It's going to be it for him. As we see Profi go, wait, what was that? What just happened? Surely he saw it in the feed.
Once the Sonics were distracted by Comets, or at least torn apart by Comets, that allowed Elusive to move further to the circle, but they come directly into Exodus. I believe they got an initial down, but it's been revived, and so it's still going to stand as a 4v4, but that top push by T-Sock is going to take out Pat Caps. He's going to go more aggressive. He does spot out Vegas on a bike trying to get away from this location.
Nice play. Ooh. You hate to see this sometimes. I mean, almost a little bit poetic there. Vegas falling out of a vehicle, as we kind of saw a similar play earlier from Shoot to Kill. But here we go, Venerated and Taylor J now at distance, trying to catch off Elusive, but getting themselves a little bit too close now to Maluk for the hard shifts.
Smokes come through from Elusive, trying to get into the circle. Maluk goes out in 8th place in the meantime for 303's Lush. But Elusive, I'm still worrying about them. Snakers has his eye on him, but they're chasing after Exodus. Will Taylor J spot this out? He hears the shots, and he goes for the spray. Blue is taking him over, taking a lot of damage, but he really wants to make sure that he secures that kill for his team. In the meantime, Init is able to make it to the swamp, but look at 303's position. Dead center of the circle, holding a compound.
Yeah, I mean, Elusive, I know a lot of people have said, what are they doing? They've really been faltering. This is where they're at their best. T-Sock pushing a bit aggressive, making sure to kick up those points, and Nate pushing right ahead to the zone, trying to call out some information, and now we see them regrouping on the circle. You're right, 303, though, really beautiful position in this circle. They've got the high ground, they've got cover, they've got the compounds, and now it's going to be up to the rest of the teams to try and make that push as Phase 6 comes to a close, and we're going to see where that next circle hangs. So we've got the... Oh... Honey Badger.
Runs a shack. Innate goes down. Actually, all of Elusive go down. 303 are holding the line strong, and I was worried about the tree cover. I was worrying about all the divots inside the swamp for Elusive to use, but it doesn't matter. Nothing can avoid 303's shots. Except maybe Venerated can. He's currently hiding on top of...
Venerated heard that as well. Still holding on to the corner. Has the opportunity here to walk up onto Illusion, but oh, he's gonna get spotted by Voxic, and... Meanwhile, it looks like Comets are eliminated too. We just lost 2 teams in the matter of 2 seconds. Ooh, make that 3.
Took that shot, and Oath, like shark smelling blood from miles away, they triangulate that location. They take him out. Now they're taking the top of this hill as well.
Good positioning here by Snakers. This is a nice hill to have, a little bit of high ground, but you've got protection again from the sides as well, as right now still continuing to try and spot out Illusion. We can see these 2 members of Oath going wide. Freemy Please is down. They're going to pick up that kill. Looking for Ranger. He is very damaged here, trying to stay alive, but Relo is going to pick it up. And look, 11 kills now for Oath as they try and take this back. 303 might have had the compound, they might have had the center of zone, but Oath equally in the center of a circle here. They're going to have to go to the road.
Any opportunities. They peek over for a quick moment to see if anyone is still out there, still moving. Oh, I say that. D-Rich drops Oath, and it's going to be a follow-up nade to try and finish it as well, but Relo finds Voxic. This could be huge.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about Voxic's setup, that if he was to catch Oath off guard, it was going to spell trouble for them, but it is going to be Oath that's able to take that back. However, Snakers and Relo all on their own. Oh, is that Molotov? D-Rich is on fire. May not have enough time to pop off that first aid before the blue comes into play, and it's going to do so much damage. We're starting to see this push from Snakers, who gets lushed down very low. Oh, it's getting close, guys.
Ooh, Lush does go down. Relo's going to be the one to drop him, but a Molotov right on Relo's position, and the spray down from Lane Dune to finish it off. It's just Snakers right now. 40 HP when he popped the first aid kit. And the spray from D-Rich to end it all. It's going to be 303 coming out with 10 kills at the end of things.
Oh, man, I mean, you love to see